Hey, what's up, everyone? Previously on our Game News Live show.
Next one up is rumor control for Overwatch. This one's kind of been a long time coming in some people's minds, but makes sense for me now why they would do this if they're going to do this. But we have quite a bit of information on this one, and none of it official.
Okay, so normal rumor control is just like you'll see some articles or some buzz, or like on Twitter, or like Kotaku is reporting that some dude's cousin's uncle's former roommate works at Nintendo and says that Zelda's about to be merged with Halo or something like that. And it's like at that point it's like, yeah, this guy said that, and that's why this rumor is floating around. The rumor right now for Overwatch, and this is on multiple websites, it's on multiple like YouTube Overwatch series, everything like that, is that Overwatch is about to be announced to go free to play, which is something they should have done ages ago. Like if Blizzard does this, it's only a good move. This game should not be $30. It is a microtransaction loot box machine. It should be free. But that being said, all these rumors about it going free to play, or so BlizzCon is coming up. We're going to cover that here later in the show, but BlizzCon's coming up and the rumors are Blizzard's about to announce free to play for Overwatch. And it's like, that's cool. Help me, internet. Help me out here. I cannot find a credible source for this.
Someone from the development
This rumor
team,
is floating around and nobody has a source. Not the person's cousin's uncle's former roommate who works for Blizzard. Nothing. It is literally people just speculating because Overwatch 2 just got delayed, like officially till next year. Mm-hmm. And it's like, somebody probably just went, I bet you they're going to announce free to play, and then that spread. Like somebody played the telephone game at that point. It was just like, oh man, I hear Overwatch is going free to play, and it's like nobody has any source on this. It's literally just speculation right now. So it is under rumor control because it is floating around like a rumor, even though there is no source behind it. I would love it if somebody was like, yeah, Jeff Kaplan was overheard saying that during the investor call. And no, he didn't. No one said
no
so
one mentioned
like,
the thing.
Yeah.
So wait a second. So this article, I mean, the main article or the biggest publication that is on this one, who was that?
It was Forbes, right?
Forbes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Forbes, pretty credible, right?
Pretty big news, source.
Yeah. So you would think that they would include some source of their own.
But that's the thing.
We're just going to call you out now. Like, where did you get this information from?
I would love it if somebody could tell me where this came from. Or is it literally somebody wrote an article saying what they should do is make Overwatch go free to play, and then somebody misquoted that, and that's how it spread. Oh, Forbes said it's going to go free to play. And Forbes could be like, no, we want it to go free to play, which they should, because Overwatch is like 5 years old. It should be free to play at this point.
Yeah. Umbras in the chat is saying, I do worry if it becomes free, there are going to be so many Smurfs.
Oh,
this is true.
Totally.
But here's the thing. Okay, fine. Yes, when things go free to play, you get a whole bunch of newbies, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it would make sense at this time to start building up a brand new audience for something that is going to be Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they do that?
I'm telling you, this thing, all Overwatch is loot boxes, right? It's like when you level up, you get a loot box. If you want a new cosmetic, you can't buy it. You have to buy loot boxes. It's like that's their microtransaction. That's their economy. Anything built like that should just be free to play anyway. Like that's just how that is. Like you shouldn't kind of like, and I know we were talking about this before the show, Blizzard. And I'm sure Activision's pulling all the, the puppet strings on this one, but yeah, World of Warcraft should be free also. Like, Blizzard is still kind of, and I'm sure it's Activision, but even though Activision's going free to play too, like with Warzone, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like they should be looking more to free to play games now, like free to play microtransaction supported stuff. Like, why are people still paying $15 a month for World of Warcraft?
I feel like if a paid game. And I could be wrong. I feel like if a paid game that has been out for more than 6 months goes free to play, is almost the equivalent of a pop star going to Las Vegas for a residency. That's where they go to die. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's why World of Warcraft hasn't gone free to play, is because they they promote their subscription base as still being worth it enough to be able to play World of Warcraft to the point where they're trying to avoid going free to play as long as they can.
I think World of Warcraft, I mean, it's doing decent right now. It's not like where it was 10 years ago. They'd probably get more players if it was free to play with microtransactions. And I don't know, they'd probably get more money out of it.
Probably.
Or they could go to a whole season thing like with Destiny.
They could.
That's right.
Yeah.
They could do that. That would make more sense to me, but then you'd still have the huge fluctuation of player base of your own player base to the point where it's just like only certain seasons, and only if your season, the one that they bought into, is going to be worth it enough for them to continue on paying for the next season, right? Because this is what Destiny actually did. They released a season, and it turns out for the things that you got and for the content that you played, it just wasn't worth it for some of the players. And that's what went out into the internet. And people were like, yeah, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy the season. So it's kind of fluctuates, right? You can't base your financial gains on something that's going to be perspective or what people thought that they were going to get, and then they're just burnt out, so they're not going to purchase it the next time until somebody that they trust says, oh yeah, that's totally worth it, you should buy it for the season pass. That's how it works for me. Like, I don't care what they say about the season pass. I care about what my hardcore friends say about the game, and it's like it's worth it or it's not worth it, and then that makes me either buy it or not. But it is what it is. I think World of Warcraft definitely should be going like to the seasons situation where you have the ability to play free and then only get cosmetics and stuff like that for the stuff that you're going to be playing. But anything else is just like you earn it with gameplay. I would think that'd be the best way to do it, because then you're going to have a solid player base for those who don't want to shell out their credit card number and earn it, and then be like, yeah, that was worth it. I'm totally going to continue playing it. And that's your player base now. It isn't based off of your microtransactions. It's based off of gameplay. So if you have a huge amount of people playing, doesn't matter what all for sales over here, it's worth it for them.
I hear it.
Hey, you, join us live Saturdays at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Also, join our Discord channel after Game News Live to chat with us. Check out our Nerd Junkies merch available now. And for all this and more, visit us at nerdjunkies.com. See you next time on Game News Live.